Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see, it is absolutely pouring down with rain. And we've got a few jobs we need to be getting on with today. And I am just going to go and have a little look at what those jobs might be. So that's growing nicely. It's a bit spotty over in the sheep, but that's fine. We've got a lot of weeds. So we've got to crack on with the weed problem we have at the moment, but we're just going to go quickly over here and quickly just move the wool out of the way. Let me just get that one back into here. There we go. Right, you'll have to forgive me guys if the game is a little bit stuttery once again. There was a big farm sim update yesterday along with some new machinery and stuff, and yeah, I am just working my way through that. Also guys, I did notice an issue yesterday with the dairy, so I just want to kind of run through this. I basically went on this yesterday and I found most of the goat stuff was not active. So what I've done is I have basically turned everything on in the dairy, even if we don't use it, just because at the end of the day, we've used some sugar up, so I've got to remember to do that. As you can see, we are at £48,000. We have one more box of milk chocolate, and yeah, just making I was about to see how much we had left there, but yeah, I can only put like one bucket in each of there, so that's not doable. I pressed the wrong button. We should have, so we've got grass bales. We've got grass bales. Yeah. So we have no pallet. We have no silage yet. So that should be ready at some point in this episode. We will be using the Massey Ferguson once again. I'm just double checking what we've got because we need to get some manure down on the grass fields. Sorry guys, I've got indigestion. But yeah, as you can see, it's not overly, it's not great, but we are still getting a 91% yield. I do want to point out that a 91% yield is still absolutely fantastic. Got no qualms with that at all. We are just going to drop that down there, and I'm just going to drop this over here. Because like I say, we do need to be using the row crop tyres today on the Massey Ferguson, and that is what we have now got. So I'm hoping there's going to be enough herbicide, and yeah, herbicide. You'll have to forgive me guys. I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm rushing to get a video out, but I do have workmen in and they're due any time, and yeah, I was meant to get up a little bit earlier than I did, but I ended up having a little bit of a late night last night watching The Sopranos with the wife. We've almost finished the season, and yeah, I say season, we've nearly finished the show. We're on season 6. I don't know how much is in here. I'm hoping a relatively good amount. That might be enough, to be fair. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to get straight on with this herbiciding. We are right next to the shop though guys, so I'm not in the least bit worried about not having enough. We will start unfolding though while we are travelling. I don't feel like you should do at these kind of speeds, but you know, gotta keep going. Need to get the wool into the trailer as well, and we need to get that sold to the sell point. Yeah, we've got a lot going on today guys, a lot going on. There's nothing about that is keep us quiet. We've got plenty of work to do. The rain is not helping though. I would have much preferred to have done this without the rain, but you know, we're not going to turn any GPS lines on or anything like that. We are literally just going to kind of do this the manual way and get down this field. So there's not overly much to do, and I don't like starting a new month in an episode like June, for example. So this is we've got to find something to do in this episode. Even if we have to just go out and do a contract or something. As you can see, that is looking really good. And yeah, it's not using loads and loads of fertilizer to be fair, herbicide to be fair, so it's not too shabby. Come on. I don't mind wasting a little bit just to get us lined up. Bit easy to see from there, but yeah, that is it's not going to take long. A couple of minutes I think should just about do us. Yeah, if we do run out of herbicide, literally the shop is just over the road, so I'm not worried about running out. $1,140 litres, so yeah. We don't use very much herbicide to be fair. We do tend to do a lot of ploughing on this series. We do use a lizard plough. We use the lizard. We use that lizard MT plough on every series. There's no way I'm gonna go plough a field this size at like 1.5 meters wide. It's just not going to happen. And then the power requirements for the other ones are just ridiculous massive. Maybe today, if we do end up not having as much to do as I would like, maybe we deal with putting in this road. We've been putting this road in now for a couple of years. And yeah, we still haven't actually done it yet. The problem is I'm concerned that I'm going to catch the field and then we're going to lose money in the field. Right, that is one little headland done. Looking fantastic. I think that is about as good as we can get, really. Like I say, we could put the lines on, it would make it a little bit more accurate, but I don't really see much point. I could have put this into a time lapse, but like I say, I'm not going to have over long to record today, and not only that, I also don't have that much to do in May 2, and I don't, like I've said at the beginning, I don't like moving over into, like, say, June 1, because June 1 will be a busy month, and you know, we have to deal with the spinnery, we have to deal with all the milks and stuff, so yeah, I don't like to what is it, I don't like to change from the end of a month into a new month this way. I know to some people, you know, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I just personally, it just kind of keeps me saying, I think I've absolutely, utterly messed this up. Although maybe not. I'm maybe getting myself back on track a little bit. The only downside to not using the lines, I'm struggling to see these weeds. That's maybe, yeah, I've definitely got a massive overhang there. That is ridiculous. I need to get myself one of those spot sprayers. That's what we need, a spot sprayer. But I thought worst case scenario today, guys, we can get this field done. We can get a little bit of manure put down onto our big grass field, really. But yeah, the only other option we could have done was changing the small grass field into a carrot field, but that's kind of a carrot, beetroot, pass, you know, either of them. The only problem is doing that is it is going to require ploughing and then seeding, and we could put a worker on the ploughing and then we could seed, or we could plough and that could seed. Yeah, I suppose there was a little bit more we could have done than we thought, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to judge sometimes what we can get done in an episode. I'll be glad when all this building work and stuff's done, because I can just I'm always on edge at the moment because like I never know what time they're gonna show up. Like, you know, they say, oh, we'll be there for 8, but we know they mean start at 8, but then obviously they've got to load the van up and stuff, and all the materials and stuff. So yeah, I know they're due like any minute now, kind of thing, and that'll trigger the dog and one thing after another. Once all this is done with, hopefully, well, I won't be able to afford to do any more for about a year, probably. So it's more a case of the next job after that will be kitchen and bathroom. And to be fair, I don't even want a whole bathroom. I just want a new shower put in. So yeah, that's kind of on the list to do. I can plumb. I could technically put a shower in myself, but I'd rather pay someone else who can get all the warranties and stuff. And yeah, it'll be nice to do something like that. Right, there we go. That is herbicide, and we used approximately half what we had. So this should be now. Oh, we have too much in places. Look, it's over 100%. I'm not bothered about that. It's over 100%. It could go up to 125, but if it's over 100, that's more than good enough for me. For sure, that is more than good enough for me. But yeah, we'll take this back to the farm. We'll have a little look on the growth calendar, and we'll see what we can maybe do carrot-wise. I don't want to be harvesting it in the last part of the month. You know, like the last part of the month. It's got to be. We've got to use the same harvester from this field on that field, and we can't run out of time. We'd have to put the production in, which is going to be about 36 grand for the small one. So that's not exactly going to be cheap in itself. Just to give you an idea. I had this stored under a cover, and to be quite honest, I don't really need to. If you notice, the roller has not got stuck this month either, guys, from the last episode. So it is a case of it's getting stuck on these bits of concrete here, basically. These bits of concrete are as you can see, they're raised, and that's why it was glitching through. Yeah, I'm desperate for I'm desperate for the silage, actually. So let's have a look. What can we do? We've got to get some manure down. That's a nice header. A nice little straw blower. That would make my life easier, but at 28 grand, I don't think so. So let's have a look at renting a manure spreader, because we've got a lot of these. It doesn't have to be like massive, I suppose. This looks more like a little baby one. 9,000 litres. I don't know really how much. Well, we've got 8 meters, 12 meters wide. We could rent that and get some. Oh no. Ooh, £1,800. Right, let's do this. Yeah, we've been talking about using the manure for a little bit, and I just feel like maybe this is the time. Oh, we were going to look on the growth calendar, weren't we? So carrots can be done. They would be harvestable in September. Canola's done in August, so that's fine. Sunflowers, do you know what, guys? Before we get on with that, let's get a worker. Where's the Ford? Let's get a worker in this grass field. I think we do it. I do. I genuinely think we do it. Let's get another crop growing on the farm. I think that might just make all the difference. Something that we have technically done a carrot harvest before, but you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't exactly anything special, was it? AI worker, do that and do that. But in theory now, yeah, he is working. I just wanted to double check that he was working there, and he is. Yeah, we've not done the hoop slinging, so why not? We've done the slurry. Definitely need to get on with. Oh, do you know what? I could have brought the trailer with me. Could have got rid of this wool. Maybe in the third. I suppose it depends how much wool is in the spinnery right now. Let's just have a little look in here. Our production are working very well though. Yeah. Oh, we got 5. We could technically go another month. We could go a month. We could wait till June and then sell that and the 1st of June and sell the 2nd of June all at once. And then we can just do July into the spinnery. Because at least then it'll be getting a bit lower. It's getting us some income coming in ready for the new production. Like I said, ooh, that's a bit of stutter. That's the stuttering I was talking about, guys. I did come to the shop. Very strange. Yeah, the new DLC did come out with some new tractors, some new improvements. I wonder if they have finally fixed the precision farming voting contracts. I suppose the thing we can do is we can find out. Maybe take on a hoeing contract and see if it's fixed. Hoeing contracts are a good way to earn a little bit of money. You buy a decent hoe, just do it, and then obviously if you've already bought the hoe, you can then use it on your own field rather than using herbicide, and it saves you a lot of money in the long run. But you know, if there isn't a hoeing contract, can't really do it. There is a hoeing contract. We're just going to accept it to see if it's fixed. The hoeing contract is fixed, guys. The hoeing contract looks like it has been fixed in the newest update, as you can see. Lovely. Oh, guys, we didn't cash in that harvest from... That was the harvest. Wow, that was the harvest where the harvester header and harvester fell through the floor. Don't know if you remember that one, guys. Manure, let's get that into here. Now, it's not got a very big capacity, but it does have quite a good working width, so it will go down very quickly. I do just want to point that out. And while we have no... I will use the... Oh, I forgot to unfold the header there, guys. My bad. Let's have a look. Short lines is not on. Right, so it's not quite as big as I thought it was. Right, I don't know how well this will work. Wow, that is right, we're gonna get this into a little bit of a time lapse, I think, guys. That has just absolutely killed my frames as well with the again, I haven't really been in this area since the update. It's only the shader cache. But yeah, I might get this into a little bit of a time lapse, guys, because I think that's gonna make this just a little bit better. It doesn't have to be perfect, we just need to get some manure around the field, really. And obviously if we start with the headland, I think that's going to be the best place to start with. I say we don't have to go in all the nitty gritty corners, it's more just a case of cracking on. So yeah, we'll get this into a little bit of a time lapse for now, and we'll get what we can done in a couple of minutes. almost there because we have to deal with planting of the carrots now. I have just thought of something now. I might have one, I might not. Do we have a carrot planter? If not, I'm gonna have to go to the shop and pick one up. I really don't remember if we have one or not. No, it doesn't. Yes, we do have one. Right, so can we please just show me on the map where it is, because I don't remember where it is. Okay, well, we definitely have one. Where it is though, I've got no idea, to be quite honest. This thing is only 3 meters wide, guys, so this is something that will have to be finished definitely off the recording. There it is. We could technically buy the 6 meter one now. That's more than doable, really. Do we do carrots? We did do carrots once before. Do we do carrots again, maybe? It helps if you don't press the wrong button. That desperately helps. Let's get that onto there. I just don't... Do you know what? I think maybe we go down the parsnip route. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I like beetroot. I personally am a huge fan of beetroot. I love beetroot. I could eat beetroot all day, every day. So we will do some beetroot. Now, if you're wondering why that I kind of came out the time lapse without finishing that field, we've got 9,000 litres of manure in this spreader. This field that we're working on will not require 9,000 litres to finish. But this carrot field will need something on it. It'll need more than what this can put on it, but that's kind of the plan, is just to basically do that. But I can send the manure around, you know, like in the next episode. I just need to get on with this. My builders have arrived. They are making absolute noise. I know the guy really well. I have asked him to just do me a little favour for like an hour. It's going to sound very like horrible when I say this, but I did ask him if he could start around the front just while I get finished off on today's video, and he was like, yeah, it doesn't matter, you know. He's like, I've got to do it all anyway, so he is at the front. I can hear him over the headset banging, but I don't think the microphone will pick it up. Maybe if I was talking it might pick it up, but yeah, overall, you know, like I said, bob on guys. Like I said, they're really busy, and you know, we were meant to have this bit of work that I'm having done a couple of weeks ago, and he got rained off. But obviously then everybody else was already pre-booked in and stuff, so he has kind of fitted me back in again. You know, there's nothing I can do about the weather. The only saving grace is it's not absolutely pouring down and in the middle of winter. There is somewhere along here, I believe it's this one here. That's the one. This might be the last. No, it won't quite be the last strip. I've got a tiny little bit just to do there. This is going to use... Actually, why did this use like 3,000 litres already? That's crazy. I didn't think it would use that much, to be honest. But as you can see, that is our grass field has been topped up. It might not be enough. It might be too much. You know what? At least we've done something to improve the yield. It does need a little bit of lime, though. I will just point that out. It is absolutely... It's a full... one below the lime requirement, so we might have to look at that. It's very patchy. It always is. I don't know what it is with precision farming being patchy at the moment, but yeah, it is very patchy. And all I'm going to do off recording then, guys, is I'm basically just going to do this field because well, one, I need to be getting on with this field, and two, I can't exactly end the game now until that one's finished, so I might as well do something. I might go and sell the wool as well when I get done, guys, because, well, you know, I'm going to be playing for a while off recording just to finish this off. It's more just so we can be in June in the next episode. But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I genuinely hope you've enjoyed it. Please consider hitting the like button on the videos. It does make a massive difference to viewership. Helps push the videos out more. If you're not already subscribed, please think about hitting the subscribe button. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.